The boy's superpower seemed like a dream come true. All he had to do was say something, and it instantly became reality. He casually claimed that the teacher would fall for him, and the next moment, the teacher pulled him into an embrace. Even the school's most popular girl couldn't escape his influence, and things only got wilder from there. Just a few days ago, he was the target of mockery. One lie, however, turned his life upside down and straight to the top. When classmates teased him for still relying on his parents for rides, he lied, saying his Porsche was in the shop. His confident response left them stunned. After experiencing the thrill of lying, he became bolder. He hung a photo of a famous actress in his locker, claiming she was his exclusive girlfriend in California. While the school bullies ridiculed him at first, his detailed story slowly convinced them. Back in class, he couldn't take his eyes off the teacher, mesmerized by her figure. When his deskmate Annie mocked his infatuation, he lied, saying that the teacher had been chasing him for years and that every girl in his old school had been in love with him. Annie rolled her eyes, dismissing him as delusional. In the cafeteria, he spotted the newest girl on campus, a stunning beauty who captivated him instantly. He tried to flirt, but she was already dating the school's top jock, leaving him no chance. Undeterred, he kept lying. To the gym teacher, he boasted about being a basketball prodigy personally praised by Michael Jordan. To the music club, he claimed his father was the founder of a legendary rock band. Deep down, though, he hated that none of it was true. What he didn't know was that all of his lies were about to come true overnight. The next day, everything changed. When the teacher entered the classroom, she gave him a look he couldn't quite place. Flustered, he awkwardly greeted her, but her behavior left him uneasy. As the day went on, his lies unfolded before his eyes. The beautiful teacher started flirting with him during class, her glances loaded with affection. When group projects were assigned, she asked him who he wanted as a partner. He picked Annie, but the teacher's disapproving glare made Annie uneasy. Later, the teacher began to make snide comments aimed at Annie, leaving her completely bewildered. At lunchtime, Annie tried to bring up the teacher's strange behavior, but before she could say much, the school's head girl approached. She invited the boy to dinner at her house, an offer he eagerly accepted. The boy couldn't believe his luck. When he got home, the surprises kept coming. His mother was now a celebrated artist, and the living room was filled with influential guests admiring her work. His father had become a rock star planning a comeback tour. The next day, his parents handed him the keys to a red Porsche and reminded him to drive carefully. Overjoyed, he drove to school, reveling in his newfound status. On the way, he even managed to show off to the principal. At school, however, Annie was waiting for him with bad news. Their joint project had been partially destroyed by the dog. She scolded him, but he remained unbothered, confident that the teacher would give them the highest grade anyway. During the basketball game that day, his superpower truly shone. Every shot he took was flawless, even when he wasn't trying. The crowd went wild, and the coach strutted proudly on the sidelines. But the school jock was furious. Not only had the boy stolen his girlfriend, but he was also stealing the spotlight on the court. The jock began plotting revenge. That night, at a party, things escalated. The it girl flirted with him openly, but the arrival of a famous actress, now enamored with him because of his fabricated basketball prowess. Meanwhile, the jock caught him in a compromising position and attempted to assault him, but the girl intervened, pulling her boyfriend away while urging the boy to escape. Although the superpower brought him many joys, it also brought chaos. His parents, overwhelmed by their new lives, were on the verge of divorce. Watching his once happy family crumble, he began to feel regret. The once thrilling victories now felt hollow, especially as the jock's jealousy grew more dangerous. One night, the jock and his friends tied the boy to the back of a car, preparing to drag him. When the car wouldn't start, they resorted to hooking up a car battery to electrocute him. At the last moment, the police arrived, saving him. At the police station, the boy reflected on his actions. He realized this life wasn't what he wanted and decided to give up his powers. He rejected the it girl, burned his beloved Porsche, and went to Annie to apologize. He admitted that what he truly desired wasn't fame or admiration but a simple, genuine life. Returning to basketball, he played without his powers for the first time. His first shot missed so wildly that it hit a spectator. The audience laughed and threw popcorn at him, but he couldn't help smiling. His powers were truly gone. In the stands, his parents were back to normal, cheering him on. The it girl ignored him, and the crowd's jeers reminded him of his past. But for the first time in a long while, he felt content. Being ordinary isn't scary. What's truly frightening is losing the people you love while trapped in a web of your own lies.